Lord, here comes my wife. She's coming to pick me up. She's picking me up. She not gonna drive. She gonna make me drive.
What you doing? Hi. Hey y'all.
Hi.
Did y'all forget us?
You think they forgot us, babe?
They better not.
Y'all forgot us?
Nope.
Just in case, we are
Herndon.JonesSquared.
Two times, because there's two of us.
Uno, dos.
What y'all up to?
No tres.
Drop it down in the comments. Tell us what y'all been doing.
Yes,
Tell us how life has been treating you.
Life has been life for us.
Yeah, it's been good though, babe.
It has been good.
Good and busy. We've been booked and busy, honey.
Really.
Not just with work stuff, but family obligations, friend obligations. We just been
Church
doing
obligations.
things. And we don't bring the camera because we kind of stay in the moment. Stop. We stay in the moment. At least we try to.
She fussing at the dog, y'all.
And some people be like, I don't want to. Papa, get in the kennel, Harper.
Baby, come on.
Get in the kennel.
Focus.
Go.
Why?
Rude self.
What she do? Baby, focus.
I'm focused on y'all. But when they over there doing something they supposed to be doing, Harper.
What's she doing?
Baby.
She probably only licking the floor.
Which is gross.
Well, our floors aren't gross.
No, but they should be licking the floor.
Dogs lick
then
other
we'll
things.
step in it and then track the
Oh,
saliva
baby,
all over the place.
come on.
We already walking here
no-
without outside shoes on, and we shouldn't be doing that.
We will start this video over. Anyway, how y'all doing? We are just gonna sit here and chit and chat and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Not one particular topic, just like my wife says, a hodgepodge of things.
I did say that.
You did.
Yeah.
But anyway, I told her what would be interesting for me to talk about is the lawlessness of these kids.
Oh, yes.
In our state, and the fact that because the judicial system here is not set up where these kids can be penalized for their wrongdoings.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of lawless teens running around the city wreaking havoc.
Barely teens. 11,
12,
10, 11, 12 years
14.
old. So they're not even teens, and they're just committing
They are teens,
crimes
baby.
that usually adults will commit.
Oh, preteens, 11, 12.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
There are some 13 and 14-year-old ones too, though. But
I'm sure y'all heard about that big mass shooting we had in an area here in the city, where 30 people were shot, 2 died, and they can't seem to locate or arrest more juveniles, charging them with these murders and these shootings. So they've arrested 3 people, but nobody's been charged with the murders or the actual shooting.
And it was allegedly, 70 guns? How many?
60.
which is crazy.
Yep.
Absurd.
And there's videos all over the internet that show these kids at this party.
Pulling
They show
guns
their
out.
faces. They're pulling guns out. Yep.
But what they say here is once they bring them into the station and book, like just get their age and all the information and stuff, they literally have to release these kids to an adult.
Yep.
So once an adult comes to pick them up, they are free to go.
Yep.
And can't even be charged for these crimes.
No.
So we've had, I'm
A
sure
lot of
across the
car
nation,
thefts.
car thefts.
I mean, that's been rampant in the
Rampant.
city.
If you know somebody with a Kia car, then their car has either been broken into or stolen.
TikTok did that.
Showing the hack how to steal those cars.
Yep.
That's why TikTok is the devil. But I have a TikTok though.
Yeah. Same.
But yeah.
It's interesting though. You can definitely go down the rabbit hole on TikTok.
But
I mean, you know,
I don't be trying to go on nobody's holes.
I mean, that's what she said.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well-
I end up down the holes anyway.
Yeah.
But
Watching good stuff is never like
yeah,
derogatory or
I like to read history, things about African American history.
yeah.
I love dog videos. I love positive things with positive messages and stuff like that. But on to another note, like even these kids here, they broke into 12 businesses in the matter of 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
In a
12.
part of the state that you wouldn't even think that this crime would happen. Where was it? In
Howard County, Columbia.
was it Howard County?
Columbia.
Oh,
Yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, so I'm sure everybody has been touched with some kind of criminal activity, whether it be a friend, family member. It's just crazy
it
that
depends on their state, what their laws are too.
yeah.
If
sure.
these kids in their state, these ages are being prosecuted for their crimes. Because here, honey, I don't know why they made a decision to do that with Marilyn Mosby. Starting with her, not prosecuting certain offenses.
No, but so those laws have been on the books for a while. So these are like when it comes to juveniles.
I know, but they had, like I said, the Charles Hickey School I used to work, that was like a juvenile jail.
Yeah.
So juvenile. These
Sure.
are juveniles, so they're letting these kids go, I guess, based on the crime. I'm sure 11-year-old or 12-year-old couldn't commit a murder and then just be turned
Right.
loose.
So what they say is that if it's not a violent crime,
Oh,
so
it's
let's
not a
say
felony.
you steal somebody's car but you don't have a gun, or you carjack somebody without a gun, they won't prosecute these kids because it's
know.
not considered a violent crime. If the victim isn't being hurt or being beaten or again shot, or if the person's doing it doesn't have a gun, then it's really not considered a violent crime.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Which is still sad, though. You got parents on the news begging for their child to be held accountable for their behaviors and admitting to them being out of control where there's nothing that they could do with them.
Yeah, but how did that happen too? I mean,
Raising and rearing.
it always, I always go back to what are the parents doing? I mean, even when it comes to like school issues, what are you doing with your child at home? Are you
Every
reinforcing?
parent isn't a scholar, so every parent, not most parents can do the work that their children are bringing home.
True.
But they should, and then sadly, people are not mentally capable of creating structure in their home. Some people don't know what the hell structure is.
True. That's true.
It's get the hell in the house after school, do your homework, go out and play for a little while, come back in when them street lights come on, get something in your belly, take your little dirty ass in the shower or bath, and then get your ass in the
Go
bed.
to bed,
So
right.
we can start it all over again.
That's right.
Some people just don't
That's
have
right.
the wherewithal for that.
Yeah.
So it's like a generational curse. And you have people that are on the spectrum, no disrespect, because I have
A lot of parents.
autistic kids that I love, that I service. But people on the spectrum, they're not educated themselves. They have babies when they're babies, you know, and it doesn't leave a lot of room for knowing how to do these types of things. So we
Right.
just seeing the aftermath of all of those
Babies
types of
having
people
babies,
having
yeah.
babies.
Yeah, that is true. I
And if
agree
they
with you on that
haven't
one.
been taught, well, how are they going to demonstrate anything
Right.
that's positive?
Yeah.
These kids were born into chaos.
Chaos. That's right, baby. You're right.
And that's why we see it as much as we do.
You're right.
And
Right.
that's why it's like when people say they can't blame it on congressmen or congresswomen and the state for the behaviors of their children, because it really starts at home with
Right.
some of them. But then you have the case where you got the ones that come from a silver spoon in their mouth,
Acting up.
living with the mother and the father in the house with structure and rules. Sometimes, like deacon kids or pastor's children, sometimes they are the worst because they want to break away from having to do things right all the time. They choose to do wrong. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, it's true.
What can you do? Pray. It's sad, but what can you do? Pray.
Pray.
Because you can change all the laws in the world. Don't mean that people are going to abide by them.
Yeah, let's see. And like that incident. So there was a shooting near a school here a couple of days ago. And they interviewed this guy, and that's exactly what he said. You know, people are going to commit crimes regardless of the laws. They're going to do what they want to do. They don't care about the laws. They're not thinking about the laws when they're committing the crime.
They're just doing it.
And I agree with that. But how do you control it? If that is the case, how do you control an environment where people are just running amok and doing whatever they want to do?
There's no way. That's why they have those shields and they throw those little
cocktail bombs,
whatever into the crowds to disperse them, whatever. They don't have the tools. There are no tools. They can talk about it until the cows come home. There's no real answer or way to eradicate the situation that we have with these kids.
Right.
I say martial law, literally. And if the state have to suffer because of it for a while, that's fine.
Yeah.
Get everybody off the goddamn streets.
Yep.
And if you're an adult on the street, show some type of badge as to why you're out here. Where you going? Don't get stopped all the time, but they're free to stop you randomly. Like, it's just, it's nothing is going to be done. Things are just going to get worse. You know, people that are really spiritual, like I'm a spiritual person. Like they say it's written, like the world's going to get worse
before it gets better.
And better is in heaven, or, you know, like they just say that children are going to be killing parents. Children are going to be killing children. Parents are going to be killing children. Everything that people used to tell me, it's happening in record numbers. So what are we facing? Just our destiny, or can something really be done about it?
Listen, y'all, put my wife on somebody's Congress room floor or in the White House because she be knowing stuff.
No, it's just because it's just how I feel, you know?
I get it.
It's just what I feel.
Yeah.
Like a glass is
give her a mic
half empty or half full.
Soapbox.
Oh, I mean,
no, you definitely need it. Because I think people may listen to you.
They might, right? You can't expect something out of someone that don't even know.
Don't know,
They don't know. So what are you expecting from someone that has no clue?
None at all. But you know, I do think if you have a family member who, well, then because even with that, like if you have a family member who may be in that kind of situation, even if you or I would, or anybody would like intervene, it might not.
Yeah, because you can advocate.
People don't believe they're doing wrong. People do not believe that what they're doing is setting them up for failure. They don't believe that.
I beg to differ.
You think?
Only in a way that it's not that they don't believe that it's setting them up for failure or it's wrong. Is that they live in the now, in the moment,
but
not
you know,
in their
people
future.
don't believe that what they're doing is wrong. They will battle you to the.
They'll think that it's wrong, but they'll give you an excuse as to why it's acceptable. Like a drug dealer know that selling drugs is wrong, but he says, this is all I can do to feed my family. So I have to do what I have to do. Yes, it's wrong. Is it necessary? It is. If I don't give them to him, somebody else will. Yeah. So what they have done is found excuses for their wrongdoings.
Yeah. Look at you.
Yeah, baby. Like I'm saying, they just kind of trying to make it acceptable.
Make their own guilt go away.
Basically.
Yeah.
But they're not guilty from the start. Yeah. You know, she always giving me cues, y'all, like, time stop. Look at the time. Look at the clock. So we were going to talk about a plethora or a bunch of different things.
But that's a hot topic, honey.
It is a hot topic.
It's important for people to talk about it.
And we're not done, so we may even bring this topic up again in our next video. But yeah, it's important. Like, life has been lifing.
Yeah. And
we have been feeling the brunt of lifing.
Yeah. True.
So look, you know, that's our new thing now. Like, girl, that hair is herring. You know, we went from, oh, she fine. Oh, he cute. Oh, girl, you look good. Remember that? Everybody was saying stuff like twice. Now we on to this ing.
Your
So let's
outfit
ride
is
this wave.
outfitting, girl.
Yes. Right. Like that smile is smiling.
Right.
Look at you. But anyway, guys, it's been real as always. Hope that somebody was able to get a little something from this.
Yeah, I'm sure. Even if, you know, they aren't going through it personally, they can, you know, advise someone else.
Yeah, and this is my
Or,
last.
or share this video so someone else can see.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Basically, and me coming from the, you know, the rough part of the tracks, but being a success story. Kids that be out here doing the wrong shit really want structure.
Yeah.
They really want it.
That's
so
true.
they look up to coaches and people that bring stability in their lives because it feels like care, it feels like love, it feels like security.
True.
It feels like all that it is. So these kids really just love structure, but sometimes they be so far gone that you have to help them unlearn what they've learned. Yeah. You got to break them and then help fix them.
Yeah.
You know?
I know that's right.
Yeah. But all right, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. We love y'all.